Hey guys, it's the Average Violinist here, back again with another video today, and we will be reacting today to Midnight Grand Orchestra Midnight Mission, as I believe it's called. This has been requested by a certain member from a comment, I believe. Yes, it was from a comment. I'm not going to mention names, you obviously know who you are, but again, this is further proof that I do actually look at comments. So, before we get stuck into this, guys, if you do enjoy this videos, please do hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment down below to suggest what I should react to next, or give me what your thoughts are on this. What was I going to say? I've forgotten. If I forgot, it wasn't important. Alright. We're going to get stuck straight into it, I believe. This is Midnight Mission. As far as I know, Midnight Grand Orchestra is a collaboration between Takuya Inoue and Hoshimachi Suisei from Hololive. So we're slightly branching off here. I believe they've done a few collaborations, and this seems to be their most recent, it being a month ago. It's already got 1.4 million views, so it's pretty good. Like, I'm very interested to see what it's going to be like for Hololive to collaborate with other artists outside of their own, kind of production studio. So this seems interesting. So without further ado, let's get stuck straight into it. Midnight Mission. Whoop, and there we go. Ends very, very suddenly. Well, ends the climax, and there's the Hololive production. Woo! That's interesting. Right. Okay. What's to talk about? Okay, that's very interesting. It's not expected. I can definitely say that. It's not expected. It's not what I expected, but obviously this involving some other artist attacking me anyway. Sorry. There's obviously going to be a different stylistic change, or at least an influence on the song. And it seems to be mainly these two, so I assume there's a bit of Taco Inoue style, and I don't know much about him. But it's something, it's like not I would think that Suisei would sing. It's not bad by any sense, but it's not something I'd see Suisei kind of falling into, considering what I have heard from her. It is, at very minimum, the very first thing I can say about it, it's very jumpy, or very light. It's light on its feet. It's not bogged down by anything. It's very much light on its feet. It's very much hopping and bouncing around. It gets you that feeling of bouncing around. So let's get stuck straight into the analysis of this. Actually, let's have a look. See here from the very beginning. Okay, from the very start. I want to be honest, I got fooled. I thought this is going to be some very traditional piece. I was very confused for a second. Got this nice, luscious strings going, very much being glissandoed around as they slide between their notes. You know, it's very free, very rubato, very, loose and free and doing whatever you want. Take your time sliding to the note. It seems like you're being pulled around. It's like you feel like you're being pulled around like a traditional piece. It's very Eastern traditional piece kind of style. Especially with these drums, small roll building up. You got that kind of key change. A very nice chord. Very nice. And then it goes, go, bang, and we're in. And we just have this brief moment of complete chaos. Very, it's only a few seconds at most. From here. 2 or 3 seconds. That's at most. 2 or 3 seconds. We have just a tiny bit of chaos being given to us. This very nice 10-second long slow pull about traditional kind of opening. And it's very Eastern. And then it goes. Bang. Switch. Right. Just for that wee tiny segment, there's already so much character in this piece. Like, so much character. We just started somewhat, completely traditional, and we've just bang straight into, this kind of crazy, everything's happening. So many noises, so many different things. Very, very polyphonic. It went from very, very homophonic to very polyphonic very quickly. So we've got a bass guitar, drum kit, we've got brass. What else we have? We have her, obviously, Suisei singing. Synthesizer, even presumably, maybe an electric guitar being thrown in there too. Now, kick into the verse properly now. We have this nice riff. So we're gonna stop it there. There's so much to dissect. There's just so much. So first we're gonna start the bass drum, 4 to the floor, 1 every beat, just keeping the solid rhythm, while the guitar, I assume the synthesizer of some sort playing the fancy rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. It's very jazzy. It's very light. It's playing nice and staccato, nice and light. Just bum, bum, bum. It gives you that feeling. It makes you want to, be jumping about or hopping about. Very light jumps. It gets you that wee kind of nice feeling. We have this echoing of this kind of blaster sound is being used as well. It sounds like some kind of blaster sound has been sampled and used for also to play the same rhythm. Whatever that was. Sounds like very, very squeezed brass. Sounds like brass, but like the tail end of it. So just a nice brass interjection. Big brass. And it's very polyphonic. If those messy 3 seconds showed you polyphonic, this is still polyphonic. I mean, we killed it down a bit because there's less instruments doing, or less voices doing things. We have bass drum doing its thing. We have the synthesizer doing its thing. We have whatever the brass interjections are. We have, you know, the blaster sounds, which are similarly kind of following the synthesizer, but we have Suisei with a completely different melody going over it. Like, it's very, very polyphonic. Nothing is together. Everything's completely apart, but they're all still falling together eventually. They all fit nicely together, but they're not, in the literal sense, playing the same rhythm or same notes at all. And this, that wee tiny bit there, this wee build up. You know, you've got this. It's just so mind blowing how someone can think of this. It's like, you have this nice ascending scale, but now I think we're using the change key here actually. So we've changed slightly. This wee bit, it's a callback to the kind of bit we had there at the introduction after the traditional part. We had this brief moment of craziness. Kicks us into this next wee section here. Now we have Suisei singing it either in parallel fifths or a higher octave. So now things are building up here. We've got a bass guitar coming in here clearly. You can hear violin interjections as well. You can hear just briefly jump off. It's very staccato, very jumpy. Everything is jumpy. There's nothing smooth about this. Everything's very jumpy, but it sounds smooth when it's put together, which is the beauty of it. But, you know, you hear violin, just boom, just a single note. You hear it for a brief second, it's gone, and then it comes back later and you don't expect it, and then it's here again, and then it's gone again, and then you hear the bass guitar in here, and then it's gone again, and everything's kind of messing with your head. There's so much going on. You hear the bass guitar. Where'd the snare come from? Bum bum bum. Gone, and it's gone. You can hear the piano being played with it, random chord interjections. And we have this bum, bum, bum. We're being thrown back into another different kind of chord. The chords in this are mad. This is not your standard chords at all. This is some weird, wacky stuff that I am far unqualified to try and listen to. I wish I had perfect pitch, then I could probably tell what I'm talking about when I'm coming to chords, but no, I can't even tell what's going on in the chords. The chords are most definitely not traditional in any way. They're very funky. So we had this nice this is actually much smoother. That wee transition, that wee kind of ascending kind of idea, it was very, very smooth in comparison to the rest of it. It brings nice contrast. We brought the halftime. And then here come back the glissando violins, just glissing around the place, you know, just it's very much just hopping between notes. Let's have a look, see? No. Before we open to this chorus. Let's take a look. The drums are completely different, like they completely change their rhythm. This is just their halftime. Like the guitars and everything are completely melding into each other into this massive sound, and I cannot pick them apart. It's really frustrating. whatever's happening here. I expected this big drop, the big sound of wall of sound to come for us, but no, I got baited very heavily. Got absolutely destroyed for that. Clearly the most replayed part of this song too. I got completely destroyed for that. It was not what I expected at all. The chorus. We are brought back into that idea of changing kind of this weird funky chord sequence. This takes us to this I'm scratching my head. It's very nice, but I cannot tell what chords are being used at all. Right, enough waffling. Let me try. Actually, I we'll stop it there before we go to this instrumental section. Okay, chorus repeats itself once. Slight differences. All of a sudden we become very, very jumpy again. Briefly before that, we had this nice melding of sound. This half tempo again slows down. Slow down. Everything's melding with this glissando violin coming through. So much is going on to bring it all nice and together and all nice and smooth, much smoother than it was before. But then this chorus knocks that out the window, basically. We're getting hints of it. But this jumping still, you naturally feel like you want to jump with it. Fingered bass, fingered guitar. Everything is staccato, nothing is smooth, and everything is polyphonic, and the weird funky chords are used, and there's so much going on, and it's amazing. She's singing completely against any of the instruments. She's not none of the instruments are following her, and she's not following them per se. She's not she's not, you know, playing the same rhythm or singing the same rhythm as they are playing, vice versa, but like she's still following them to an extent, or they're still following her. It's almost like jazz, which it may or may well not be. It is very much like jazz, just fingering the bass. You can just hear it pop off in the background. Couple of the voices does come back. Double up the octave higher. Obviously, some thirds and fifths. The doubling is probably the most normal part of all of this. Very nice, though. And the synthesizer thing gives a chance to, you know, kind of shine on its own. We've got she's got a nice wee solo. There's nothing really much more to be said about that. Just a nice wee solo. Funky solo. And of course, a wee Traffic green. That's what made me smile earlier. The wee Traffic man's dancing as well. And then drums change again. We had the drums suddenly changed up. Boom, boom, boom. We've just changed drum rhythms. It's completely different. Yeah. Then we had that nice transition of bum 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 bum. Such an odd chord sequence, but it works so well. I have no idea what it is. My ears are not trained for that at all, but it's so pleasing. Now, that chord there very much reminds me of something, but I can't get it off the tongue. That last chord there. It is like jazz. That piano riff, that wee piano run down, that was the most jazzy piano I've heard in my life. That was like just straight up jazz piano. That wee tiny bit of riff, as well as that wee tiny bit of guitar. No, that was really nice. Clarity of kind of strong. And she starts singing. Straight after that chord, then she starts singing. And then we're about to get this build up back into the craziness. No, we're not. We get baited. I get baited. Calm down. It's very jazzy feeling, but it's very also upbeat, very staccato, very light. It's very hard to describe otherwise. Just how much of a jumpy feeling you kind of get from this. It's just really nice, because I assume that, this is like 100% the goal of what this was going for. Is you can see the characters dancing. Again, brass interjections return. First verse, we got that brass interjections coming straight back in. Weird, funky brass interjections, might I add. Accompaniment has changed. But we've still got that kind of almost familiarity that we have from the first bits, first verse or two. And here we go, building up. Again, another callback to that, like 3 seconds of chaos. We have another 3 seconds of pure polyphony coming in here, just to break it up a little, just to give us that hint, that taste of what is to come. Drums are back, very clear. Piano / synthesizer still keeps its rhythm. Drum kits, bum bum bum, coming back. Earlier. We're building up. Bum bum bum. So we're getting kind of this ascending idea coming off. Halftime. Sliding strings are back. Thumping forward on the beat. One on each beat, bass drum. Let's and we're about to kick back into the chorus. Oh no, we got it a second time. Oh, baited. We get it a second time. Even better. So it's extended. Bam bam bam. We've got this huge. It's so nice. It's such a colorful chord. As a classical musician, I have no other reason but to appreciate this. It is beautiful to listen to. It gives me goosebumps to listen to that kind of chord sequence. It's so nice to listen to. That big chord pulls into the chorus. Not quite the same chorus, so we come in an extra bar late. We get thrown with that intention of the drums. The drums are thrown in there a bar early just to cut it up. There we go. There's where it is. Again, very staccato, very light, very jumpy. Everything's off doing its own thing. Ad-libbing. Bit of ad-libbing. I think is what's being sung in the back. I think. I hope. Yeah. So much is going on. So much cool. Still most of the same instruments I finished. No, that bit different. So we end off the chorus slightly differently here. We have a lot going on between bass guitars, electric guitars, synthesizers, drum kits, voice. There is so much going on. This is like the definition of polyphonic. Here, get this nice slow down. Bam, bam, bam. We grind ourselves in chords. Grind to a halt. Bam. We're slowing ourselves down very quickly. Bam, bam, bam. Just block chords instead of messy nice bit of wee solo just to reach up to the high note, and then we drop straight back into the madness where you can hear the kind of electronic computer kind of that. Pull this back in. Kind of very just. Strings come back briefly. And that rhythm came back. That rhythm came bum 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 bum. We have this nice ending. I didn't come. Drum fade out, drum roll, the cymbal fade. You know, very stereotypical ending. That's what we think. With the piano level on the high note. But this happens. Now this is so interesting. I believe that's a tritone that's being played on strings, so tremolando strings and a tritone with some very awkward interval. It just ends. You know, we thought it ended. It's such a to the end. It brings a surprise because we have the company changes. The drum kit's different again. We had such a strange chord sequence towards that end, but then it just that sigh of relief to hear that very familiar kind of ending. It's not bad in this case because it's not being used like a familiar ending. It's baiting us into a false sense of security for that true ending. But the strange chords, all the strange chords, sigh of relief. Nice ending, high piano. And there come the strings of the devil's tone. Augmented fourth, diminished fifth, tritone, whichever you want to call it, that's what I think is being played. Also known as the devil's chord, and then it just cuts off. A masterpiece. Congratulations to all these people that have made this song possible. What a trip. That is something. That is something I thoroughly enjoyed. Not something I expected from Suisei, mind you. Not something I expected at all from Suisei, of all people. But very enjoyable nonetheless. Very, very enjoyable. I hope to see a lot more collaborations between these two. I think there already are, but maybe they'll be in the future. It's up to you guys. Here's a life high. Very nice. Let's have a look see. Oh dear yo. I've just realized, has that not worked? Oh dear. Right. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm very sorry. Like, I didn't record any of the visuals. Fortunate, but I think I've done this before. Done it again, but I think I've put an image. So, guys, if you did enjoy the video, even if it's very scuffed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below what you want to hear from me next, or react to next. But for now, I will see you guys all later. See you later.